Hello, soul friends. This is Miriam. Welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is all about love, but this is any kind of love that exists out there. So, not just romantic love. This could be romantic or platonic, personal or professional. It could be between people, it could be between groups, it could be between one person and a hobby or a new job or a new anything like that. Okay, so. Pile 1, Pile 2, Pile 3, and Pile 4. Remember, no matter your individual beliefs, tarot and oracle reading is simply your spirit guides coming through to give you advice, or it is simply your subconscious mind answering life's ponders. And no matter how you look at that, it is healthy and you are in the right place. The cards we will be using today in our readings are these. And then for tarot, we have this deck right here. All right. Pause the video if you need, and we will see you in your individual readings. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Hello, Pile 1. So if you picked this pile, this is going to be your reading of love. Let's go ahead and see where we're going to go with this. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Dang, that's deep. Okay. Usually that's like a message of like memories of like I'm getting memories of like those like old miser, stories where like the old miser like won't relinquish his wealth in some way because he like hangs on to it, but like then he can't take it with him after he dies kind of energy is what I'm getting with that. So with that being said, let's get into some tarot to clarify. Because I'm also getting a sense of like cultural or religious beliefs where people believe that your memories are how you live on in the afterlife. So some of you could be thinking about a past loved one. You know what? I'm going to take all of these, even though that's a lot. Let me zoom back out so that you can see your cards, Pile 1. Man, they're slippery. All right. We're going to do this for the sake of space for now. I'll bring this one back if we need to look at it again. Oh my gosh, there's so many here. All right, we will figure this out as we go. I wonder if I could zoom out just a little bit. No, it's not going to let me. Okay. Let's try this real quick. Sorry for the shakiness. It's going to get shakier before it gets more steady. Ooh. Okay. Oh, Pile 1s. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that, Pile 1. So I had to move my microphone stand up. As you saw in the earlier part of this video, it fell. And so let's get back into it. So the card that you picked, let's get some clarification. So we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Fool. We have the King of Swords. I'm going to kind of squish these in on each other just to make room. We have the Justice card. The death card. Pretty death card. I don't think I've drawn that one in this deck before. The Six of Cups. Ooh, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So. Let's move these down just a bit. We'll get this one moved up just a bit, and we'll talk about this one in a minute. Okay. So what I'm seeing, my pile ones, is now this card is looking much more clear to me. I think that what I'm seeing with this card is that this message of you can't take anything with you except for the memories and love that you've shared, okay? I think that that's actually just the energy that you are embracing at this time, which is a beautiful energy to embrace, because it's true and correct. We cannot take anything with us except for those things when we go. And so I see you looking at in this pile one group is that because you've made this realization, you've decided to take this leap of faith. And my gosh, it's like you're ready to dive right in, okay? But always remember with the Fool card and with the Eight of Wands, it's usually like a fast thing that happens, but like there's protection, okay? So like usually in the Fool card that you see traditionally in tarot, it's like this person running around and this like doggy is next to them and they look like they're going to jump off the cliff. Well, the dog is there to protect them. And it's the universe saying in the message of that card that it's like it's safe to make that venture. I love how in this Eight of Wands, usually Eight of Wands is just a bunch of staves or wands like flying through the air. But when they have people in them, it helps me get more than one interpretation out of them, depending on what's next to them in the spread. And in this one, I'm seeing that this person is holding their hand. And so it's like this venture that you're about to make is in harmony with this realization that like you can't take things with you. So like some people realize that like you can't take things with you, and so they decide that it doesn't matter if their career is very monetary, like you get a lot of money from that career. In this sense, it's more of like this idea of like doing something that makes you feel spiritually fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled, and realizing of this energy here that you're accomplishing this goal, which is you can't take it with you. All you can do is leave behind the good things that you did here on earth, which is totally a great way to be. So let's talk more about this idea that if you are thinking about this, it is scary to always, I'm sensing a lot of changing of career energy, okay? And like that's when I start feeling like this like pause. Like I think that some of you might like you want to like go into a field where you're helping people, like it might require you to go back to school, okay? I think some of you might be older and you've already been through school and you don't want to have to go back and be like that untraditional student. But I'm seeing that you have the maturity now to handle school differently than you did in the past and get more out of it than you did back then because you're older and wiser now, if that makes any sense. I see some of you wanting to maybe go into therapy, like either you want to enter into therapy yourself and find out more about yourself and grow that way, and you've never done that before, or you're actually thinking about going to school to become a therapist. With the Justice card, it's also this idea of like you want to help people and do things in a just and right way according to like this energy that you're rocking, okay? The Death card means that a big change is going to come, and that's totally in alignment with, I mean, with the Eight of Wands and the Fool. I'm seeing like major like change energy that's just looking fantastic in such a positive way, like a life path. Like, yes, this is like your life path calling to you, okay? Notice how her little dress has sunflowers on it, or her little robe. That to me, always anytime I see like a sunflower or the sun in tarot or oracle, it's a very positive sign because I think of the sun card, and that's like even your cloudy days are sunshiny in some way because you're a blessed person. So this journey that you're about to embark on is a blessed journey, pile ones, which is excellent. I love this death card. Okay, the Six of Cups. I see with the Six of Cups is this idea of getting back to your roots. I think that for some of you, you might be getting into like a type of different spiritualism um, than what you're used to doing, or it's like you're getting back into something you enjoyed when you were a child. But it's like whatever you're embarking in is going to make you like look back to like your child self and think that your kid self would be pleased with this transition. And I don't know if that's a goal that other people think about, but I like to think about it all the time. And it's this idea that when we're little, like we have this, we're not barred by reality on like what we picture ourselves doing a lot of the time. And so when we have like something that really lights us up as a kid, whether it's like, art or music or machines and figuring out how they work, or human bodies and figuring out how they work, or spiritualism and how it works, there's this childlike idyllic lens that we look at it through. It's like all seen through optimism and possibility. And I think that what you're going into is going to open that up to you, make you feel young and inspired again, especially with the Eight of Wands. Like a huge inspiration is coming towards you and like you're ready to like start this. I mean, like this is the beginning of something new and big for you. Okay. If it's a relationship, it could be a relationship, but I'm seeing more of a career pattern here, especially with this Ace of Pentacles at the end. The Ace of Pentacles is probably, right up there with the Sun as far as how good it can get here on Earth for a person, okay? And with the Ace of Pentacles popping up at the end of this journey, I see this as being not only something that is rewarding in a spiritual way here on Earth in the way that you realize is important, but that it also will afford you to be able to make a living on it. And so that's also exciting. If you can do something you love and make good money doing it, your guides are definitely telling you that this is the time to act. Okay, so if you're like, I'm not sure if now's the time to go back to school, if you start opening yourself up to these possibilities that are coming towards you, it will be amazing to you, the things that drop out of the sky. The main thing that you have to do is relinquish that control and trust that the universe knows what's best for you. That is the hardest part for me. I don't know how you feel in pile one, but that is a really, really hard part for me. And spiritualism is taking that, relinquishing that control. I always feel like if I don't do enough, or if I don't fight hard enough, or if I don't do this, do that, or if I just sit back and stay quiet, nothing's going to happen. And that could be the case in some instances, but in others, it's like you can make active advances towards something and still allow the universe to let things happen. Like if people are manifesting the love of their life, instead of thinking of that specific crush you have on someone specific, and you're like, I need to make, I always say Brad, I want to make Brad love me. It must be like something about Brad Pitt because I had such a crush on him when I was like a little girl. Don't tease me. I was 12. Okay. And I mean, Legends of the Fall, he was so... Okay, anyway. Enough about Brad. You know who I'm talking about. Whenever I say Brad, I'm talking about that ideal mate. Okay, female, male, it doesn't matter. I just always, for some reason, Brad pops into my head, and it's just this jokey joke name that I use. I apologize for not including a different name from time to time. I'll try to change it up with my ideal person. But in any event, if you're looking for that ideal person, instead of trying to like bend the will of your crush to call you, right? You start bending the will of the universe to tell it you're ready for the perfect person to come to you that's the best person for you. And then things do kind of start to drop out of the sky, okay? You got to try it to trust it. And when you try it, you got to think to yourself, maybe it will work out. It might not, but maybe it will. Allow yourself the permission to think things might work out. This is something that I have a hard time doing. I'm reminding myself to do this as much as I'm reminding you guys when I say it, because I do see it manifesting positivity in my life. And I think it will for you too. I'm seeing wonderful things in my pile ones. So with that being said, I wish you all the best in this venture that you are starting, whether it be a relationship, a job, a hobby. It's good times. I see all good things, all green lights go. Okay. So with that, I'll leave you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope this reading finds you well. If it helped you, please leave me comments on how it resonated in the comments section. Give me ideas on topics you'd like to see in the future. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to do so. I have a couple of options on how you can do it in the comments, not the comment section, the description box section. You'd think after saying it, 30 times or so, I'd have it down, but I still mess it up all the time. But that's okay. You'll still come back, right? I hope so. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 2. So if you picked this pile, let's look and see what your message is of this pretty little dove. Dove rhymes with love. It's so cute. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Excellent. Okay. Let's find out what exactly you be dreaming about, pile 2s. It looks like things are going to get spicy. I'm just kidding. It doesn't have to be romantic. I'm not getting all mushy on you if we don't have to. Okay, sorry. This table rolls. I'm trying to make sure that we get as much room as we can for this next part because these cards are kind of big, but their pictures are so pretty. All right, so let's get some clarification for my pile 2s. Ah! Well, we'll definitely keep the ones on the table, and then I'll collect those ones on the floor if we need them. But we'll take the ones on the table just for now and take that as a sign that those are the cards you're supposed to have for this reading. All right, skis. New beginnings, huh? Let's see what that means. So we have, geez Louise, 4 of Wands. Knight of Wands. Dang. 2 of Cups. Page of Swords. Two of Wands. And the Page of Cups. Yeah, new energy, I'd say, with all these pages. And I'm gonna throw this out there, even though I said that this isn't a romance reading. I'm seeing that possibly a lot of this energy is romantic. So, because with the 4 of Wands, this card is very much, it's obviously these people are getting married. It doesn't necessarily mean that a wedding is going to happen. Maybe for some you just had a wedding, but it can be representative of any type of new beginning that is celebratory. So like it could be like a no, what do you call those? A baby shower. I was like, what do you call those baby weddings? Good God. Or a baptism, or a bat mitzvah, or a bar mitzvah, or, oh gosh, any kind of celebration you can imagine. That's something that's like, not just a celebration like a regular old celebration, but it's like a celebration commemorating the beginning of something big or good, okay, or the rite of passage of some kind, like a graduation, stuff like that. We also have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is very fast moving in the night world, okay? That's a very young energy of running full force in. So like if this is a romance, I don't see anybody hesitating on each other's parts. The fact that we have the 4 of Wands on this side and the 2 of Cups on this side, the 2 of Cups is another wedding card. And so definitely feeling some wedding vibes. So with this guy in the middle, and he's this fast moving, brash, like inspired, he'll go anywhere, do anything kind of knight, okay? I'm seeing that like if this is a romance, there's no hesitation on either party's part. Does that make sense? Like you're both all Twitter pated, all in, that kind of romance of, If you're apart, you know, get on the phone with each other, even though you're not directly talking, just so you're kind of together. That kind of romance, no judgment. It's beautiful stuff. Okay. With the Page of Swords, I also see this joyous, like, all in energy of like head in the clouds, not a care in the world, just like having so much fun and having a good time with this like bright energy. I'm also seeing that with the Two of Wands over here. Two of Wands sometimes can indicate like somebody waiting to make a choice between two things, or somebody waiting for some very important plans to come into fruition. But what I'm seeing here is like no one is waiting here. Like these two are making plans together already, just enjoying being together. Do you see what I'm saying? Like this energy is like so strong and like whoosh, like clear, because then you also have just this childlike energy again of like this little girl just enjoying her little cup and this little fish, and like just new beginnings and like new inspirational things. So it's like you're communicating in new ways, you're feeling things in new ways emotionally, and I'm seeing nothing and not but joy, like this card said, of these new beginnings. Like very, very nice energy. I really don't have much else to say about that. It's like I'm really getting like super duper lovey vibes. Okay. Um, for some, there might be a kid that you just found out you're having a child together, maybe, and like you just couldn't be happier about that. Um, I always tell people when you get the baby cards and you're like, not me, I'm not having, no, no, no. Um, hello, spirits. If you heard that, and I doubt you did because I have my headphones on, but a bunch of stuff just slid off my entertainment center, and they couldn't have on their own, but yet they did anyway. So anyway, we'll take that as a sign that we are on the right track, that your guides are here with you, or your subconscious mind is firing, baby, giving me all these infos, all these informations on this joyous stuff that's going on. I definitely feel like some people might be having a baby, but you could be getting like a different kind of baby, like a pet, you know? Like sometimes people don't want to have like these human things, you know? So they get like a little critter that's like furry and it loves you no matter what, and you get to take care of it. And that also becomes like this inspirational love. Okay. It could be that. Somebody might be getting close to being what I called kitterpated. That's when you go out and get a new kitten and you're like, oh man, it's the best thing that ever happened. And you like don't watch TV for like 10 weeks straight because all you do is just watch this kitten be a kitten. Okay. Or a puppy. I have cats, so I say kittens, but puppies are also a thing. All right. And I know that people generally tend to get puppies more. So anyway, it's a good thing. It's good stuff's all around. Good love's all around. Pile twos. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bask in this new beginning goodness. I will see you in your next reading, and I hope you take care, y'all. Oh, don't forget to comment on how it resonated and give me ideas on new topics. If you want a reading, you can give me a call on Everclear. You can book a reading in my email. All right, we'll see you later. Bye, 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 bye. Hello, hello, pile threes. So if you picked this beautiful little purple ensemble, let's go ahead and see what your message is. Let you look at your little bird. Excuse me. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So with the little dove, with the little sprig of, what is it, an olive branch? Gosh, I suck. Okay, my Sunday school teacher would be so mad at me for so many reasons. Okay, but anyway, in the story of Noah and the ark, you may be familiar with it. It's when Noah, God was like, I'm gonna flood all the stuff, and you better get your family inside this big ark and take 2 animals each so that we can repopulate. And he's like, man, that sounds like it's gonna suck, but I'll do what you say. So he makes this big ark, and there's a big flood, and nobody believes them, and they all drown. So anywho, the people on the ark, and all the animals, they're floating around out there, and like they float around for way too long, just to the brink of like we're all gonna die, and they're like, man, we better start killing all these cute little animals so we don't starve. But right before they have to, this dove comes back with this like sprig of olive branch in its mouth or something. Or maybe it was a white raven. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, Sunday school teacher. It's not like she'd be watching this anyway. Or would she? I don't know. Anyway, the point of this whole messed up, jarbled, microphone cord swinging in your face story, botched from my Sunday school education way back in the day. Back in the 90s when, like, Sunday school was really fun. I'm kidding. It was a nightmare. Okay, anyway, that all being said, Sunday school was interesting. We can talk about it some other time. Anyway, the message is hope in that story, by the way, about that little white bird, whether it's a raven or a dove, I can't remember. But it comes back and it's like, hey guys, look what I brought back for you. It's proof that land exists somewhere close by. And so they're like, oh, thank God, let's put our little machetes away and not kill all these animals. And they like, hide the machete behind their back and like pet their noses. And they're like, we weren't really going to hurt you. It's fine. That's how that story goes. Okay, so in that story, there's this message of hope. Turmoil. They're stuck in all this water, and like they don't know what's going to happen. But then right at their darkest moments, this beacon of hope comes in. And so like I'm seeing a message for my pile 3s in that botched Bible story that I just told. God forgive me. I know God does. I don't know if that Sunday school teacher will, though. I don't think she has it in her. Anyway, wherever she might be in this world or the next. But that being said, the message is hope. Through turmoil, there is hope. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you zoomed out here so that you can see the cards that I'm going to pull for you. Let's zoom in just a little bit. There we go. All right. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to get to work shuffling these for my pile 3s. Oh, hello, hello. Okay. I'm definitely feeling with the blue color here and the Two of Swords energy that I'm seeing from this. There's a lack of communication that happened or is happening, and that's causing some turmoil in your life. Let's see what else I can see. I feel like that might be enough. I'm going to shuffle one more time in case anything else jumps out at me. And looky-doo, there we are. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to start flipping these over and seeing what we get. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles. I always want to say Pentacles. May I start? Give me permission in the comments. The Queen of Swords. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, pile 3s. This reading isn't going to be... I mean, it'll be lighthearted because I can be lighthearted in any situation, which some people appreciate and some people do not. So if you're not one of those people who appreciates it, get ready to feel unappreciative this entire reading because I make it light no matter what's going on. But I'm also going to acknowledge that this throat clearing thing, aside from just my usual battle with my own bodily functions because I'm allergic to everything, I'm also feeling like this, there was somebody not telling the truth in a relationship. Holy hell, man. Sorry. Okay. That's the closest I've come to cussing on this channel, probably. I apologize. But what I'm. Ugh. Did y'all get cheated on pile 3? Because, like, I'm seeing, like, this going on of the separation between two people, this crossing of swords energy. And sometimes when I see crossing of swords, I see third party energy in that they're not. One of the people in this bed is texting like the other person, okay? Like the other person that they're cheating with, okay? This person who cheated is going through this like brash, inspired, like almost immature energy of like, I need to go out and try all the things. But whoopsie, they forgot that they're already committed in this other relationship, okay? Because with the Seven of Swords, I mean, like, usually, like, it's kind of universally known as, like, the lying cheater, dirty, dirty cheater card, okay? But it's also, in this particular deck, even more prominently so, because she's, like, clearly sneaking out of a bedroom, you know, like, she just had a hookup with somebody, okay? So I'm seeing somebody definitely cheated on somebody in this spread. And then you see in the Five of Pentacles in this deck, like, it's usually a person left out in the cold outside of a church of some kind. But in this particular instance, it's like the bride is being left out in the cold and there's two people inside, like, doing stuff. And she's, like, aware of it, but stuck in it. And this could be either gender. Don't get mixed up on the genders. I don't even know who all follows this channel because, like, some of you are private, which is so mysterious. But anyway, that being said, like, whatever gender you are, I feel like the people that read this, like, you got cheated on by somebody. And what you want with that person isn't going to come to pass because they're not going to stop being how they are based on the energy that I am seeing. Because with these two cards here, we have the Queen of Swords, which is like, oh, my throat. This like thing is so huge, like between you and this person. It's like one knows the other one's cheated or cheating, and like they know it, the other person knows it, you're not talking about it. That other person is still just going to keep doing what they're doing. And this is where you are. Pile 3 is dealing with this, okay? But I want you to go back to this message of hope. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. There's nothing more tumultuous than a breakup over infidelity. Okay? And if you're like, what are you talking about? We've been happily married 30 years. Neither of us have cheated and I have proof. You're in the wrong pile then. Okay, because if it wasn't a physical infidelity of some kind of betrayal took place that was just as bad. Okay, so you know whatever kind of like agreements you've made with you and your person, because everybody makes contractual verbal agreements at least when they enter into a relationship with someone that's a committed relationship. I'm getting lectury. Okay, like I feel like this like angsty mom energy coming in of like, what are you thinking? And I'm not saying like, what are you thinking in the sense of like, you're being stupid. I'm saying, what are you thinking in the sense of like, you don't deserve this, pile 3s. Okay. So with this idea of like a blessing coming out of turmoil, okay, that blessing isn't you staying in this situation, watching this happen over and over again. Or let's say that the person maybe actually stopped. If they did, you don't know if they did and you don't trust them because you're still freaking out about this energy here, okay? Whether that's fair or not, I guess remains to be seen for some, but honestly, the energy that I'm reading, I'm going to call it out because this is just a free thing that I'm doing on YouTube, and if people don't like it, they can always just discard it and move on. It's for entertainment purposes only, but like the energy that I'm picking up here is that this person that cheated is not going to change, okay? And that's the turmoil that you're in. You're in it. You're already in it. This is how it's going to be, okay? The blessing that comes from that is not easy for you to hear, apparently, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like, the Queen of Swords is somebody who has no husband. She has no spouse, okay? This person in this card is represented by someone who was with someone, right? But for whatever reason, they are now left to their own devices, but they are rocking it because they are actually better off than they were before, all right? It's not like what happened was a good thing, but it's necessary for the growth of this person in this card. Male or female, it doesn't matter. This card is the Eight of Cups card. She doesn't look happy that she just moved, and look, we have the Two Cups, and one of them is turned over. That is not an accident. To me, it's like the Two of Cups is like usually the marriage card or the partnership card. Somebody dropped the ball in this relationship, and it's time to move on. That's the turmoil you need to release. That's the decision that you need to make. If this isn't a romantic relationship that you're looking at, if this is like a job or a family relationship, like, you've been lied to, you've been taken advantage of, that is the turmoil, and you need to release and move on and move away from it and take up the Queen of Swords energy. I'd like you to look up Queen of Swords if you're not familiar with tarot. With the Eight of Cups, also look it up. It's like you're walking away, but you're walking away to something better. You're going to be stronger for it. It's going to end up being a blessing, and you'll look back and you actually won't even, it's not like you're going to be like, oh, I don't mind that person cheated on me or betrayed me in the worst possible way. It's not going to be like that, but you're going to be like, I understand why the path in my life took me there, because now I know where I'm supposed to be here. Does that make sense, pile threes? I'm not trying to be like rough on you, but like, you already know how it is. Oh, that buzzing finally just stopped. There was this buzzing going on that was killing me, okay? I was starting to think it was that weird hum they talk about in YouTube videos. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Walk away, pile threes. This isn't worth it. Like, why do you want to be this person? Why do you want to be this guy? Putting up with this. Why? They're not going to stop. It's just the energy I'm getting. I apologize for the directness that I am presenting this information to you with, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what I see, okay? Things can change. I think that for you, in order to find some positive change where you don't feel like this all the time, you're going to need to leave this stuff behind you, however that resonates with you, okay? If you're the one stepping out, you're not going to end up happy because of it. That person's going to leave when they find out, and you're not going to be happy that they do, I don't think. But the main energy that I'm getting is that you're the one that got cheated on, and that person is not going to stop. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. It's not that you've done anything to deserve them doing this. It's just that they have been given no indication whatsoever that they're going to lose anything if they keep at it. Nothing but love for you, pile threes. Go ahead and yell at me in the comments if you want. If this didn't resonate with you at all, pick another pile. It's all good. If it did, I'm sorry. I care about you. It's just what I'm reading. You know, some of you I might not have even met yet. You might find this years later, and I don't even know. You know, I might even be alive by then. Who knows? I don't know how YouTube works. Anyway, Give me comments on how this resonated with you. Even if they're mean comments, I can take it. Go ahead and give me comments on topics you'd like to see in the future. If you would like to book a private reading and yell at me on there, you absolutely can. There are 2 different ways you can do that listed in the description box. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay strong. Don't put up with any guff, my friends. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 4. So if you picked this heart, let's go ahead and find out what your message of love is. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Okay. The past is now behind you. So let's zoom back to about right there. And let's pull some tarot to clarify this love message for you. Interesting. Ooh! All right, I'm not going to take all of those, but I am going to take these 2 that popped out face up, that's for sure. Okay. Let's put those 2 up there for a second. Alrighty. If you hear my tummy growling, I am sorry. Okay. Excuse me. Man, people need to work on their throat chakras. Maybe me. Okay, I'm also going to take this one because it did pop up. I'm just going to set it here for now. And I'm going to pop up here and see what this all looks like. Okay, that's not too bad. Scooch these up. The past is in the past. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at this energy that I'm seeing. And we might need to zoom out just a little bit more. Yes. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, let's talk about these cards that I see. So the past is the past. Let's look at this again. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Okay, so it's interesting. Pile 1 also got this card, I think. But anyway, that being said, with this particular 8 of Wands, I see that whatever new thing is happening for you right now, it could be a new relationship, could be a new job. I'm not sure yet. I got to read the cards a little bit before I actually give you an idea. But what I like about this one is that it also has energy of the Fool card, in that she's on her way to somewhere, but she's also hanging onto somebody's hand. It's like she's being protected on this new venture that she's on. And with the sunflowers on her coat, she also has the power of the Sun card, which is good, positive things. So whatever this new venture is that you are embarking on, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a passion, okay? Might be something to do with boats and water, because these people are clearly on boats, or at least like leaning over a waterfall of some kind. I'm seeing that this move is positive, and that you're not supposed to let your past get the best of you. So here's what I'm seeing with the past. You've got this new thing coming in. With the Chariot, it's like you're pulling in this like two incredible forces that are opposing, but you're making it work, and like you're making it work in a good way. It's like yin and yang coming together, okay? This will end up with you fulfilling a full life path here on earth in this journey, okay? The past energy that I see is this. You have been messed over and lied to, and not even just like by like people and personal relationships, like it's even reached to the point where like the justice system has even let you down, okay? The judgment of people around you let you down. Like you found out maybe that like the people that you relied on for all of your spiritual knowledge ended up being like total like hypocrites, or the job and the people that, you know, were in charge of taking care of their employees totally like you found out that they didn't care about you, or they were lying, or something happened, some kind of betrayal, okay, that went on in the past. You may have been cheated on in the past. It's led you to question your own judgment when you go into these new ventures. But what I'm seeing with the World card is that that past is in the past. And that's what this card is also saying. This is over. So I'm just going to cover it up, okay? Because what I'm seeing now is this, the Strength card, which goes right along with the Chariot card. So I'm seeing that with the World and the Strength card, that you are definitely coming into your own. This cycle of betrayal and doubting yourself, you've learned from it. You learned what you needed to learn. You're not going to make poor judgments again. You are strong enough, okay, to do whatever it is that this requires of you. You are strong enough, whatever this new thing is. Leave the past in the past. Whatever shortcomings may have held you back, those are over now. It's time. You have the protection that you need. You're self-sufficient. I see these dudes that are like retired, enjoying their kids, okay? This person that's self-sufficient, like a professional dog walker in a big city, right? They make decent money, living life on their terms, right? Making money in like a way that they enjoy, okay? Or just enjoying their money, all right? So I want you to focus on the good things. Let go of the past. It's over. It's not going to come back and bite you like you fear. You've taken every precaution against that, and you've done a good job. You just need to trust it. Okay? My wonderful pile fours. I hope you have found wonderful hope in this message. I feel nothing but positive things for you. Okay? So if this helped you, give me some comments about how it resonated with you. If you would like topics read in the future, please give me ideas in the comments. If you would like to book a private reading with me, there are 2 different options listed in the description box. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, my pile fours. Take care. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye-bye-bye.